The Maya homeland encompasses Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, the country of Belize, and parts of Central America's Honduras, Guatemala, and El Salvador. Bordered by the Caribbean Sea on the east, the Gulf of Mexico on the west, and the Pacific Ocean on the south, it is a homeland that is covered by one of the last extensive tropical rainforests on the planet. From atop the pyramid at Coba, a Maya city-state, the rainforest spreads out in all directions. The dense tree canopy that covers this land is a product of the tropical climate of Central America. A climate with hot summers, warm winters, high humidity, and devastating tropical storms, including hurricanes. So dense is the tree canopy that little sunlight actually penetrates to the ground. It is a rainforest dominated by hardwoods and palms. Below the trees, the physical geography of the Mayan homeland is one of almost endless flat terrain. Only in the southernmost reaches of their territory do hills and lowland mountains make their appearance. The entire Mayan homeland is covered by limestones. Limestones fundamental to the shaping of the Mayan civilization. Dr. Annabelle Ford has been investigating the relationships between the rainforest, the limestone, the soil, and the Maya. She has made some remarkable discoveries.
It's all limestone. Limestone's like a sponge. If you put a sponge on a table and you put water in it, it doesn't pool. It just goes right into the sponge. That's how limestone is. So the idea that the Maya would have cleared all the forest is really quite naive, because if they took the shade away, they will have no water at all, and you can't live one day without water.
So it was in this hot, humid, flat landscape of poor soil that the Maya built a remarkable network of thriving city-states that lasted for over 2,000 years. They did it by inventing an agriculture that was adapted to these geographical conditions. Incredibly, they learned to cultivate the rainforest.
They had domesticated the landscape and the plants in the landscape. They hadn't moved them around. They had advantaged, essentially privileged, the fruit trees they wanted. The corn or the beans or the squash. You can plant and things will grow. It just has to be managed. It has to be managed with the knowledge of the plants. So if you want to have something that grows in water, you don't try to bring water to it. You find where water is and you manage it in its place. And if you have a tree and it needs to be well drained, you manage it in its place. So knowing the landscape is how these, I call them forest gardeners, how they manage their world. And that is the legacy of that explains the settlement pattern of the ancient Maya.